Cassie Deputy at DeputyTribe.com. I realize I look like a mess, but it's the day before Thanksgiving, and that's the way I look. So I did shower yesterday, so I'm just not dolled up. Today I just wanted to bop on here and talk about, oh great, my pantry's open, you get to see all that. My kitchen's really small, guys, and there's about to be 10 of us in this little house, so there's just not a lot of space here. But I wanted to talk about a large family Thanksgiving and kind of how we approach it and what we do. I'm very passionate about making food from scratch and trying to make things as healthy as I can. I find it a big tragedy that a lot of people have kind of shied away from the traditional Thanksgiving, making things from scratch and really just going all out with good food and real food and setting traditions on different recipes and things like that. So that's something I really strive to do, and I find it a lot of fun. So I just wanted to talk a little bit about what we did this Thanksgiving and hopefully inspire you guys to get back in your kitchens and you know, really bless your families. So one of the first things I make is stuffing. Now stuffing from, I guess, usually comes in a bag, and you just like add water and fluff it up, and I don't know what's in it, but I've always made a vegetable root stuffing from scratch that I really like. So today's Wednesday. Last Saturday, I spent the entire day making this stuffing. So I'll show you my freezer here. I got 3 trays left. Let me hold this. 1, 2, 3. I had a 4th tray that I brought to a party we went to Sunday for a church feast. So basically all it is sweet potatoes, Brussels sprouts, onions, celery, mushrooms, ground pork, some apples, and then I season it all and I cook it in batches and things like that, which I can throw some pictures of that whole process on here. So the other thing that I made this year was some desserts. I usually try to make a couple pies that are healthier options, that are sweetened with like honey or xylitol or maple syrup or something. So usually I make pumpkin pies, but one of my sisters is bringing pumpkin cheesecake, and my mom bought some pumpkin pies from the store. So this year I decided to make, my fridge is a mess, but I decided to make these lemon raspberry, I don't know what they are, they're like puffy pie things. So basically I made sweetened condensed milk, which is so easy, you guys. If you're buying sweet condensed milk, please stop. All you have to do is take some heavy cream, some honey, some vanilla, and boil it down till it's half its size, and you have sweetened condensed milk. That's really all it is. So I made some of that, and then I made whipped cream from Heavy Whipping Cream. You whip it, add the sweetened condensed milk, add some lemon juice, and that's the puffy layers. And then the gelatin raspberry layers is water with gelatin, raspberries, and honey. And that's literally all it is, and it's layered. So it looks really good. I've been kind of scraping the bowls and eating it, so I know it's delicious. well, we'll just look at my freezer. The other big thing we do that we started about 6 years ago was we make a ridiculous amount of cinnamon rolls from complete scratch. And we have everybody over here in the morning to watch the parade and eat cinnamon rolls. So there'll be about 21 or 22 of us Thursday morning. But then I also make a good 3, 4, 5 dozen, and we go pass them out to the neighbors, hot, right out of the oven, fresh made from scratch. So this year, I realized instead of doing it all tonight, I have been over the last 2 weeks making the dough and freezing it. So I have 6 dozen frozen of just the dough. So I make the dough, wrap it up, freeze it. So I'm gonna make 2 more dozen tonight, so we have 8 dozen. And then tonight, I gotta thaw all these. It's noon, I'll probably pull them out around 2. So I'm gonna thaw those. We clear the kitchen table, we roll them out, everybody helps, butter, brown sugar, cinnamon, and then we roll them into rolls, we cut them, we spray the pans, we line them up, I wrap them, and then I stick them out on the porch overnight, so they can very, very, very slowly rise, because I don't have enough room in my 2 refrigerators to fit 8 dozen cinnamon rolls. So then I get up super early Thursday morning and I start baking all those off, and as they come out of the oven I top them, and we kind of go through the process. So I think that's pretty much all. So we got the stuffing. Oh, I did grab some other things and just kind of froze them. Like these are Panera, what are these? Panera Delios. Thought that would be good to bring or put out for breakfast or whatever. So yeah, my mom covers the turkeys. Everybody kind of pitches in and does some dish, which typically we all make from scratch because we all kind of have those same values. And so if everybody does that and they focus on 1 or 2 dishes made from scratch in bulk, you can really have a delicious, healthy Thanksgiving. You can get your kids involved. My daughter wanted to make a bunch of pumpkin breads. We just didn't have, she ended up going to a birthday party and another thing, so she wasn't home and able to do that. But yeah, so that's kind of what we do. So I hope you're encouraged to try making some things from scratch for your Thanksgiving. If you haven't yet, I have on our Etsy shop these planning sheets. Obviously mine has been through the ringer, but I have used this for years. And it's real simple. You just write out what parties you plan to attend, what you plan to bring, what we need to buy, what I need to make, and when. And my printer put lines in it. But if you have a really nice printer, this prints out beautifully. So I fill this out. I have one for Easter, Passover, and then one for Hanukkah, Christmas. And I can't put that back up with one hand. But it kind of just helps me get a game plan of, okay, I want to make all these things from scratch. What can I make ahead of time? What can I freeze? And it's really not that burdensome. It really isn't. I feel like I actually haven't done anything because I've been doing it over the last few weeks and getting ahead of the game. So just some tips and tricks, and I will include some pictures in here so you can kind of see the process of stuff. And God bless. Be inspired. Make some food. Get your hands dirty. Make some bread from scratch. Make something from scratch. It's so fun.